What up? What up? Hey, let me know if y'all can hear me, man. We on the road. We got episode 7 of BMF. Yeah, let me know if y'all can hear me or not. Oh man, I'm Mode IJ, and I think I'm gonna start doing this, especially if I have time in between, like a flight or something. I can talk about the episode. So we'll try to do this and see how this works. When y'all come in, let me know if you can hear me or not. I got everything on the line, trying to get mine. Man. BMF episode 7, man. Episode 7. We still ain't sold no dope. We still ain't making no profit in the streets. I don't even know what the heck is going on in BMF anymore. We done went from selling drugs to the Brady Bunch at the Flannery household. Passer over here acting a damn fool. Passer done kicked Charles out the crib. We all over the place, man. Kia over here, she done took out Push. The Moors over here, they don't know what the heck is going on. I'm like, man, what we got going on, BMF? Where did we go wrong? You know what I mean? That's my only gripe. Where did we go wrong? How did we end up at this point? Man, oh man. I could give you guys I could do that little quick overview, probably like 2 minutes of the whole episode, to be honest, but I don't even know, man. BMF is letting me down. This episode, I'm gonna give it I gotta give it like a 4, an easy 4 or 5, man. One thing I'm noticing about the acting on this show, yeah, we know it's subpar, but it's all of the acting is just extremely slow talking, and I don't like that. The war is over. Here's the safe combination. Only you and me have it. You know what I mean? So I'm watching BMF and I'm like, how? I mean, I understand it's the last season. We're already going into episode 8. We don't know how the hell this thing is going to end, because it's just going to be like a quick just drop off and that's it. You know what I mean? Lucille, she over here stealing money from little Nikki. Charles, he finally getting the groove back. He's starting to dance and shit. I'm like, come on, man. What are we doing here? Meech and Terry having shootouts with the federales. I'm like, all right, where we going to draw the line at? Meech and Terry down there in Mexico with Loco. Loco just at the house. So the whole time Terry's in there with Marquisha, he knocking her ass down on the damn table. Loco come out, he making some porridge. I'm like, hey man, what we got going on, man? What is this? What is this? I don't know, man. I'm sticking in there. We did a What's Next. So if you haven't watched that, What's Next episode 8 is on the channel. We broke down the trailer. So we got that up and at it. We're gonna get on the 6. Yeah, I don't know if I can I can't see the chat. Okay, there you go. Live chat. All messages visible. What up, Tracy? What's up, Miss Jalen? All right, now, okay. You know, I ain't really used to doing the streaming on here, but is the quality good? Can y'all hear me? Because I might start doing this when I'm on the way to the airport. I got like an hour to vent. Yeah, hop on the 6. All right. What's y'all overall thought about the episode? Because for me, it ain't cutting it, man. Marquisha mad at Terry for fucking with Wanda still, but she married to Boone, talking about it ain't nothing but a piece of paper. I'm like, man, we should have been and got rid of Marquisha 3 seasons ago. I'm talking about season 1. Marquisha should have been click, clack, pow, out of here, man. She's slowing down the game. The music ain't working because Purdy a damn junkie. We go to the studio, Purdy taking a nap in the studio. I'm like, come on, Purdy, you gotta get up, baby girl. Purdy over here wilding out. We ain't making no music. Trail still acting a damn fool trying to get her back. That's over with. They ain't playing the music. They bringing Charles down for the A&R. Man, he don't know a damn thing about music, man. Charles are playing that if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands shit at the damn what was the thing called? The baby shower. Nikki talking about, I'm gonna name the baby Demetrius. Demetrius. Flashing the lights at me, man. I guess we here now. We here now. We can't do nothing. Ain't no turning back at this point. We only got 3 episodes left. And why the heck, man? What's the name? What's the cousin's name? Estelle? Estelle talking about, girl, go buy you a new dress. She done maxed out the credit card. Ain't no money in the house. Stole the $3,000 from my girl Nikki. The baby about to be starving. Talking about the refrigerator's full. Yo, that's on next episode, but still. Yeah, it started off good, but it's just been going downhill from there. All right. So if you haven't seen episode 7, here's the quick rundown. We start off back in Mexico. Now down here in Mexico, El Dimitri and El Terre are with Loco. And they're in the house and they arguing. The federales pull up. They get the choppers. Well, we don't know if they actually shooting at them or not, but the federales are showing up. Then we go back to the damn States. Meech is still in St. Louis. He in St. Louis because Push is going against the Moors. Push then laid them down. Remember they had to stand off 2 weeks ago? They had to stand off 2 weeks ago. This week, Jay Push and them wilding the hell out. So Jay Push come over, finishing off the job. Kia's sister ends up getting popped. Pow! Now I'm jumping all around, but all of this is gonna make sense in the end. So now Meech is trying to squash the beefs. Kia takes over St. Louis. Loco don't want to relocate to Atlanta. Loco just running around being loco. But then little Nikki pregnant now, so it was a little bit of a time jump, maybe 2-3 months. I ain't for sure, but little Nikki showing now, and Nikki talking about, oh, I ain't gonna go to school now because you know, I got the baby. I'ma stay here. So Lucille's like, thank you, Lord. Charles is like, what? Is it because of me? Because you remember last time, Charles was about to put that toolie to his head. And when I mean that toolie, he was to get the kick, pow, and get rid of himself. But everybody, nah, don't do that. Don't do that, Charles. Don't do that. So now Charles is in the kitchen with a broke hand. He talking about, man, I'm just cutting some bread. Because everybody think he about to try to delete himself. So he got a knife. Talking about, I'm just cutting the bread. So he thinks Nikki ain't going to college because of him. Charles, don't nobody care about you in that house. Let me be honest with you. Nobody in the house cares about Charles. Charles just walking around the house. Every time you see he got a wife beater on, ain't got no job, ain't going on tour. Charles is like, I don't even know what to compare Charles to. Charles ain't got no job ass Tommy. But anyway, so he think that little Nikki ain't going to school because of him. Oh, you feel sorry for me, baby? She's like, nah, hell no, Dad. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm about to have a baby. So Mama Lucille talking about, well, what about the baby shower? Can we just cancel it? Nikki like, hell no, we ain't canceling it. I ain't got no job. I need that money ASAP. So they got a little baby shower plan. Well, what's the name actually put it together? Wanda did. Wanda looks so good too, but she got like 2 kids by Terry, man. That's the only downside. But damn, she still look good. And then, so they talking about they gotta have this baby shower. Now, Meech is still in St. Louis running around. He talking to Push at them. And Push's homeboy talking about, man, we gotta squash this beef because more innocent bodies in the street is bad for business. And if we have these bodies in the street, we don't have any business. I'm like, Meech, say what you gotta say, nigga. So Meech is talking to the Moors. Jay Push is running around. He upset. He ruffling up the feathers in his own crew because he think everybody bullshitting anyway. One of the dudes is talking about, man, that's unhinged. No one was saying unhinged in 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. Unhinged wasn't a word until like the mid-2000s. I ain't never hear unhinged when I was growing up. Maybe it was the community I was in. Maybe Jay Push and them were a little bit more educated. But anyway, Jay Push is over there. He's ruffling up some feathers. He did already start a little war in St. Louis. East St. That's in Illinois. So this is West St. This is in actual St. Louis. So Meech is over there talking to the Moors, talking about, man, don't drop no bodies, man. Let me squash this. They like, man, fuck you, Meech. We trying to get out in these streets and get active. Then we got Terry. Now Terry, he ain't got no work. He's over here stress eating. So he eating up some apple pie. He eating up the apple pie. Who comes in like, man, Terry, I've never seen you eat like that. Like, man, shut up, Hoops. Get back on the block. You need to be finding B. Mickey old snitching ass. I told y'all niggas that nigga Mickey was a snitch. So you need to go find him. So Terry's like, man, what we gonna do, man? So Hoops is like, all right, look, what we can do is we can go to Atlanta and we can hook up with Meech. He's like, man, nah, Meech don't want me down there, knowing that he needs some money. So Terry get back to going to gamble. So Terry trying to get all this money. You remember Imani, the girl that had the little gambling spot? Yeah, that's what we talking about. So we're gonna go link up with her ass. Now, she do got a spot down in the A, so Terry got to get down there. But anyway, we back to St. Louis, because up in Detroit it's getting ugly right now. There ain't no work. We don't know where B. Mickey is. We ain't seen Lamar since he done tossed Ashy Larry in the damn Inferno. So right now it's all bullshit. We ain't selling no bricks. We ain't did nothing. Now you remember last week they snatched up old boy. Well, no, they snatched him up this week because that nigga went to go do some snitching. But we'll get to that a little bit later. That's what Brian's ass. Where we at? Oh, we back in St. Louis. All right, so now Meech is running around trying to make things happen. Kia, she look good too. Kia, you know, she talk about, man, this is my family and stuff. Meech is talking about my condolences to your husband. I'm like, God damn it, Meech, say what you gotta say, man. You know, you need to be doing this. Purdy, she on drugs. He talk about, hey, he talking to his homeboy. The nigga ends up snitching. He talking to his homeboy, hey, man, you gotta get Purdy in the studio. He's like, man, I got you, Meech, man. Yeah, man, I know, man, if we missing the studio, we missing money. So ain't nobody working. Nobody. I'm talking about BMF. I'm talking about the PA boys. I'm talking the Moors, J Push. No one is moving dope. This is blowing money fast. This is Black Mafia family. Not one person is slinging dope. All we know is, what up, Eric? What up, Dannon? I can kind of see. What's going on, Kendall? You know, I'm driving right now, so I gotta be careful. I just ain't got no vehicles in front of me right now. That's the only time I'm looking at that. But ain't no one selling no dope. What are we watching? Ain't no one selling no dope. I'm like, all right, maybe this week we're gonna move a metric ton. Maybe this week we gonna sell a dime bag or something. We ain't selling no dope. I'm looking at it like, man, what the hell? What's the point of even watching this? Man, this motherfucker moving. That's a fan thing. You gotta be doing about 130. Man, I'm doing about 100. Anyway, let me get back to the damn storyline. So Lucille, she gotta talk to the church. It's that time of the year. You gotta talk to the church. So they talking to the church, and the council talking to her like, what's up, Lucille? She like, man, I'm starving like Marvin, girl. And then they saying, well, are you not up to it? She like, well, you know, a divorce ain't cheap. A divorce is not cheap. Now, Lucille a pastor. Y'all following where I'm going with this? Lucille a pastor. You in the church, Miss Lucille, you ain't supposed to be getting no divorce. A divorce for a good Christian woman costs $0 because you can't get one. You can't get one. So Lucille is finessing the system. Lucille is showing the twins. She ain't supposed to be showing them things, but that's because she got that devil. You know, you got the angel on one shoulder, you got the devil on the other. Well, Estelle is that little devil, and she be telling her to wild the hell out. But Lucille's at the church talking to the people, to the pulpit. Well, it ain't the pulpit, it's the council. And they like, damn, what's going on, Lucille? She like, man, I'm trying to get this welfare check. Divorce ain't cheap. I got my daughter living with me. I got a grandbaby on the way. And I'm looking at Lucille like, that ain't our problem. That's your problem. So Lucille talking about, yeah, I'm behind on my finances, even though the church is supposed to be helping her out a little bit. And the house is paid for, so I don't know what debt Lucille is in. The only debt Lucille should have is them damn credit cards, because she maxed out Nikki's. So then she tells one of the brothers in the council, you know what? The Lord gives the impossible task to women, and they get it done. Well, I said that it ain't impossible, Miss Lucille. But the church, they like, all right, the hell with it, Lucille. We'll keep you on, because they need someone to be the fall guy. When the church crumbles, they need someone to point the finger at. Remember that. Whenever the church falls, they need someone to point the finger at, and they're going to say it was the pastor's fault. So right now, the church is setting it up. So whenever the church comes a crumbling down, we're going to look at Lucille. So anyway, Estelle tells Lucille that you got to show them tatas. And I thought this was illegal. Somebody got to find it in the Bible verse for me, because I ain't too familiar with it. But they got this thing called a bob. Y'all know what a bob is? Put a 1 in the chat if you know what a bob is. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what a bob is. Well, a bob is a battery-operated boyfriend. Now, I didn't know what a bob was, but Lucille ended up getting a battery-operated boyfriend because, you know, she ain't been getting no loving. Let me slow down through here, man. They got this flash, and I ain't trying to get no speeding ticket while I'm on this motherfucker. So hold on. Nah, I never knew it was called a bob. A battery-operated boyfriend. I was like, damn, okay, that's a cool acronym right there. So what is a BOV? A battery-operated vajayjay. Hey, DeMarcus, thank you for that $5, brother. So what else happened? Oh, yeah, we got the war in St. Louis. Pretty pointless war. Oh, Jay Push and them pulled up on the moor. So they thought they called themselves about to rob them for some of the dope. Oh, yeah, here we go. Hold on. All right, we back. So they gonna pull up on the moors. Hey, yeah, it is a rose now. I be seeing them advertisements. I don't actually know nobody with it. Does anybody know somebody with a rose, to be honest? Like, I be seeing the advertisement. I'm like, who's buying that? You gotta be a fucking bored mother effer if you need all of that. But Jay Push pulls up on the moors, and they get the bucking niggas. They shooting everybody. They even shoot Kia's sister because for some reason she came outside. Oh, not my baby. Bop, bop, bop. And you know, Push talk like this. Push talk like this. The side of his mouth was always like, yeah, man, they're gonna be bleeding today, nigga. So they end up shooting up the wrong spot. They looking in the back of the truck. Oh, it ain't no drugs in here. It ain't no drugs in here. So everybody's like, man, what the fuck? Ain't no drugs in here. They're like, you shot my sister. She shouldn't have been there. So they run off. So Jay Push and they don't get anything. So now Meech is like, all right, well, let me talk to Kia. And Kia's, her non-acting ass, her and Meech on screen together, it has to be the worst. Kia and Meech on the screen together, let me tell you, it's the slowest talking we've seen on television. I'm watching Kia. I'm gonna set it up, and I'm gonna take out Jimmy. Meech said, if you're really gonna do it, I'm with you. I'm like, if y'all don't shut y'all weak asses up, nigga, they in here talking slow. Meech, we don't need no. How did you feel when your brother was laid up in the hospital? I wanted to girl down. Now you know how I feel. He shot my sister. Oh, well, I'm with you on it then. I'm like, get these niggas out my motherfucking face. What is this shit? So they go off and they talking about set up a plan to smoke Jimmy ass. Terry, on the other hand, he done went down to Atlanta. Now, before Terry goes down to Atlanta, every week, see, this is why I ain't got no baby mamas. Because I just assume what Terry is going through is what I would go through. I know it's a little bit dark here, guys, but bear with your boy. Terry's over there talking to Wanda, and Wanda looking good as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. Wanda be looking good. But Wanda's a bum. Wanda lives at Terry and them house. No job, just living. So she over at the house, he talking about, here's the code to the safe. Only you and I have it. Now, he ain't talking slow like Meech. But I think we came to a conclusion. Shout out to Detroit Kings, Jeremiah, the Canadian plug, OT. We came to a conclusion. Terry is smarter than Meech. Terry is smarter than Meech. So he's telling Wanda, here's the code to the safe. Only you and I have it. That's it. Just you and I. She's like, oh, thanks. He said, I really care about the kids. And then we get a knock on the door. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh, shit. Open up. FBI. Turns out it's this motherfucking Markeisha's ass. So she's coming in the house. Hey, Terry, can I come in? Hell no. Wanda talking about I would just leave it anyway, bitch. I said, ooh, slap that hoe. Well, I ain't really say all of that because I was listening to it at work. But I said, damn, Wanda going crazy. So Wanda leaves and Markeisha come in. Markeisha bum ass ain't got no motherfucking money either. So she come in talking about, what's up, Terry? He said, man, what the fuck you want, man? Oh, I haven't seen Boom. Man, fuck that nigga Boom. I haven't seen Boom since you beat his ass. Man, look, Terry like, me and Wanda we got a good thing. I don't know if I'm gonna see you again. So he's like, look, Markeisha, me and you, we cool. But fuck Boom. Now remember, Hoop and them watching the house, so Boom can't go back over there anyway, because Hoop gonna lay that motherfucking ping pop, boom pop, bang on him. Pause. He gonna shoot him. But anyway, Markeisha trying to figure some shit out. And he's like, man, nah, I don't know about that. She's like, you know what? I'm married to Boom, but you have my heart. And marriage ain't nothing but a piece of paper. Just like the money is nothing but a piece of paper. But you have my heart, Terry. And Terry's like, oh yeah, you're right. So she said, you know what's better than arguing? He said, what's that? Makeup sex. And I said, man, there ain't no makeup sex. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, get my ugly on and get the hell up out of here. So he talking about, you still married to Boom, but you have my heart, Terry. He said, fuck that. I'm going to Atlanta because I fucked my money up. So he talking about he got to go down to the A, but he wants to do some gambling. He want to get the money right off of gambling because they ain't got no work. And if they ain't got no work, then we ain't going, this show ain't going to work. We got 3 episodes left and we ain't moved no bricks. So right now, BMF is making as much money as me. That's how much money BMF and them making right now. So Terry and Markeisha, they go down to Atlanta, but not before they go to the baby shower. Now, the baby shower gets to cracking. And at the baby shower, everybody's showing, well, ain't nobody showing up. Nobody showed up to the baby shower. Let me be honest with you. Nikki ain't got no friends. The baby daddy, he done showed back up. What's his name? Breeze. He just showed back up from school. The mama talking about, what you gonna do, Nikki? She talking about, oh, I'm gonna take off some school and defer my damn, where's she going? What school she going to? Is he at Clark? I think he at Clark. I don't know where the hell she said she was going. Or was he at Morris Brown? Or she was at Morris Brown. He was at Clark. So she talking about, I ain't gonna go to school. I'm gonna go to community college. AKA, whenever someone tells you they gonna take a month or 2 out off of school, they ain't never going back. It's over with. School is done. You ain't gonna be a college. You're gonna be a college dropout. So Nikki talking about, I'm gonna stay local. Breeze talking about, yeah, man, you know, I'm gonna take off some school too and help take care of the baby. And in my mind, I'm thinking, fuck that baby. She got 2 dope dealing ass brothers. She lives at home with her mom. How much help does she need? Wanda's at the house. Charles ain't got no job. Lucille ain't got no job because you ain't preaching 24/7. So in my head, I'm still going to school. My kid's gonna know his father as a nigga that went to college, not a nigga that came back to Detroit to hang out. So I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm going back to college. He's like, I'm gonna stay here and help take care of the kid. She gonna work at Terry's little diner shop. Football. He went down there early for football. He just like, man, I'm gonna take off some months. Now, nigga, like you're ruining your career, man. At this point, it sounds bad, but this is BMF, man. Fuck them kids, man. Go pursue your dream, man. This is Nikki's dream to have this baby. Let Nikki and her family take care of that baby, man. The baby be all right until Meech and Terry get locked up, at least. At least you know you got about 5 to 10 years that your kid gonna be living lavish because the brothers are out. But so now they at the baby shower, and then we get a ding dong. Like, who the hell is that? Charles goes to open up the door. It's Marquisha. Charles looked at her like, oh shit, here we go. So she comes over here with a big ass gift. Mind you, Marquisha ain't got no money. We ain't seen none of her kids. Y'all talking about me. I see your message, Kendall, talking about Mo and the kids. Ain't no one said nothing about Marquisha saying fuck them kids. We ain't seen them little bastards since they were playing Sega at the hotel. We need to be getting on Marquisha's ass. The hell with what I gotta say. Marquisha ain't seen them kids in 4 seasons. Fuck them kids. That's what Marquisha said, not me. So they at the baby shower. And Nikki like, what are you doing here, Marquisha? She said, oh, I came to give you a gift. You see, Nikki didn't flip out until she received the gift. After Nikki got the gift, you don't need to be here. It's for family only. Marquisha talking about me and Terry, we family. Someone should have said, get out of here, bitch. Who said that? Mo, was that you? Hell no, I wouldn't call no woman no B. You know me, I'm a respectful young gentleman. So you hear the older ladies talk about, she done came up in here. Damn, that motherfucker flying. She done came up in here. So then they kick her out. And Wanda talking about, bye, Marquisha. I'm like, yo, that's my baby. No disrespect, Terry. But yeah. So they kick Marquisha ass up out of there. You hear the ladies on the couch, she didn't want her stank ass up in here. I can smell that thing from a mile away. She up to no good. Terry better handle your hoes. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker. So then Charles, you know Charles ain't got no job. So what Charles did was like, I got this cassette. It's a song that I wrote. Get up off of that thing. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, is this a James Brown rendition? So they all in there dancing. And Charles doing some freaky dance. I'm like, man, what is this, Charles? Charles is like, he's kind of hitting the Dougie, but it ain't really the Dougie. It's like pre-Dougie, so it's like the Uggie. And then he kind of like, left foot creep on, walking. You know, I'm like, damn, look at Charles. He getting down. But he got that messed up hand, so it ain't like he can really do too much. You can't do like the worm or the robot or nothing. So him and Nikki, they dancing. And they talking about, ooh, girl, you gonna have a little girl. They said, what you gonna name her? She said, I'm gonna name my boy Demetrius. Terry's like, Demetrius? You gonna name him after that, nigga? He ain't even here for the baby shower. What you mad for, Terry? I ain't mad, I'm just saying. What about Terry? That's a good name. She's like, I like Demetrius' name. It's a strong name. So Terry mad. So Terry storm up out of there because he got to get down to Atlanta anyway. He ain't got no money. He ain't got nothing cracking. Him and Marquisha, they fly down to the A. Now, y'all remember Imani. Yeah, Imani looking good too. She talking about, oh, hey, Terry Flannery. Welcome to the high roller stake. We got everything you want in here. So he's like, okay, shit, cool. Where the dice game at? So he go over there and he starts shooting some craps. I'm like, all right, Terry, 7-Eleven is all a nigga roll. 7-Eleven craps. I'm like, God damn, Terry. So Terry fucking the check up. We ain't hear Terry win not a motherfucking dime. Now Marquisha, she go over to the other room. Marquisha go into the other room, and this is where all the baby mamas. This is where all the baby mamas are. Where all the ladies, all the ladies. She said, I forgot what her name was. I'm gonna call her Miss Sherry. What was her name? Sherry? What was Tank's wife? Chantel. Yeah, Chantel. Chantel said, come here, Slim Waist. Slim Waist, bring that ass over here. I thought that was Ronnie from Players Club. How she didn't pimp old Marquisha. Told Marquisha come over there. So Marquisha go over there. She like, damn, you a new face? She like, yeah, man, we just getting in town and shit. She like, yeah, my husband name is Tank. Big Tank, played with the 49ers, won a Super Bowl. She like, damn, won a Super Bowl. Terry ain't won shit. So they over there talking, and Chantel grabbed Marquisha's hand. I'm like, oh yeah, I like where this is going. What's up, ladies? So I come into the room, you know, I was shooting some craps too, but I wasn't at the high rollers. I had the little nigga table where it's like $10 a roll, you know what I'm saying? They was at the high shit, it's $100 a roll, and I ain't had 100, so I was at the little nigga table shooting 10s. But they over there and they talking, and she just running her mouth, blah, blah, blah. You know, Tank, he won a Super Bowl, 94. Who was over there? Joe Montana, Steve Young, one of them white boys was over there. I think this is Steve Young's era. Yeah, because Joe Montana came over to Kansas City, was washed up. But they in there and they talking, and Chantel grabbed her hand. I said, oh, I like this. Because ain't nothing better than an attractive woman with nice, soft hands. So she like, damn, I feel like Mo. So she trying to push up on Markeisha. But you know, I ain't pushing up on Markeisha. I hate Markeisha. I've been hating Markeisha since she sold that bullshit insurance to my nigga Terry that didn't even cover flat tires. So we go back out in the main room. We looking like, oh shit, what up, Terry? How much money we done won? Terry's supposed to be flipping them pancakes. Terry's supposed to be flipping them pies. But this nigga crapping out. So at first I'm thinking the dice are loaded. I'm thinking they got these fixed ass dice over there, and we see Tank, and Tank got this big ass chain on that say Tank. I said, man, niggas wasn't wearing no iced out chains like that. Man, I seen Andre Rison's chain back in the day. He had his number, but he didn't have no iced out Andre chain. I was like, okay. So Tank in here shooting dice. Terry losing, because Terry ain't really used to the high rollers. He used to that underground bullshit, you know what I mean? So Terry over there losing. Snake eyes, craps. I'm like, God damn, Terry, you wasting all the money. So Tank talking about, what's up, little nigga? You losing like a motherfucker, ain't you? Terry's like, man, damn, I can't win this shit. So Tank is like, yeah, nigga, you ain't got your money right. Get your bitch ass off the table. So Terry steps away from the table. We like, damn, Terry, you already quitting. Terry get on the phone. This nigga call up little Nikki. Hey, Nikki, what you doing? Oh, nothing. Laying on the bed pregnant. Oh, well, me and Meech need some help. We in a bind. What you mean in a bind? It's you and Meechy? She said, hell, so that's how they trick Nikki, because Nikki fuck with Meech more than she do Terry. So he's like, me and Meechy, we in the bind. She like, oh really? He's like, yeah, I need you to get on the plane, and I need you to bring all the money I got. I need you to go over to Wanda's crib, get the combination, and then go to the crib. So now Terry is telling little Nikki how to bring all this money down to Atlanta on the plane, putting his sister in all kinds of jeopardy. Now, mind you, Meech had already screwed little Nikki over. Remember, Nikki got screwed. Nikki's just getting screwed over by everybody. So the college dreams are out the window. Nikki, she got screwed by Meech with that bullshit ass Honda. And now Terry's talking about bring the money down on the plane. So little Nikki hop on the plane, but before she get there, she pregnant as hell, because it wouldn't be suspicious for a pregnant woman to be transferring all this money, especially in the 90s, because you wasn't really going through like metal detectors and shit of that nature. They did have dogs and stuff, but little Nikki might be the brains of the operation. She talking about, oh, I'm cramping. Let me get that wheelchair. So now Nikki, because you know you got to claim that money. Back then, it probably was like $8,500. Now it's $10,000, or maybe up to the $15,000. I don't ever travel with cash like that anyway, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, Nikki's a full-blown criminal at this point. Nikki takes the money down there. She gets to the house. Now, Terry comes back in there. He gets to gambling. He starts winning some money. So Terry's winning off a Tank. Tank starts losing. The tides had turned. So now Tank is losing. Tank loses, but he takes his money that he lost, and he takes Terry's money. And he's like, Terry's like, hey man, where you going with my money? That nigga told him, nigga, that's my money, punk. And Terry ain't do nothing. And then Imani gonna say, hey man, he's a high roller, man. He's good. He bring a lot of money into the community. Man, fuck that community, man. Fuck Atlanta, nigga. Fuck Tank and the 49ers. Fuck all you motherfuckers. And where's Chantel at? Tell her fuck her too. So Terry's mad. Imani's like, oh, don't worry about it, man. You know, don't worry about it. But the whole time, Markeisha was in the back making plays. Well, Markeisha thought she was making plays, but Markeisha was getting used again. So Chantel gave her the address to the crib because, you know, they trying to do some shawty swing my way. Show look good to me. Now could you please swing my way? A shawty swing my way. So she telling Markeisha to pull up to the crib door. I'm like, oh, here we go, nigga. It is on now. It is on and popping. Whoop, whoop. Pull over that too fat. Whoop, whoop. So they leave about it there. Terry's upset, man. Fuck, man. So they go back to Meechy's house. And what did I tell you? Whenever niggas is fucked up in the game, what do? They go over there and he starts smashing Markeisha on the table. He talking about, man, this table's 30, man. I got to see where Meech got it from. Loco comes out and starts making some oatmeal. He's like, Loco, what are you doing here, man? They was about to go to the master bedroom. Markeisha a trifling man. Let me just say this one. Markeisha a trifling bitch. Where you wanna go next, Terry? You done already had your nasty ass on this nigga's dinner table. Now you talking about going into the master bedroom. So yeah, it's dark as hell out here. We on the Autobahn. We'll probably be crossing the border in probably like 15 minutes. Maybe 15 minutes. Let me see. No, it's probably a little faster than that. We might have already crossed the border. I don't even know where we at. So Loco there, and then Meech shows up. So Meech shows up to the house like, man, what the fuck you doing here? While all of this is happening, Purdy, we got to talk about the music. Purdy's ass, her ass in fucking OD at the studio in the booth. I'm talking about, man, if you don't get your ass about this motherfucking studio, you fucking junkie. And then old girl pregnant too. I don't even remember her name. What's the other pregnant girl? It's dark as hell out here, man. Yeah, man, it's a wild ass episode. I'm talking about all of this, but ain't nothing happening, man. We got nowhere. Oh, nah, we good, y'all. I'm only doing 95 right now, so I'm good. We cruising. We going slow right now. They passing me. They doing like a $120, $115 over there. I'm just doing like 95, so we good. I'm going slow, and it's dark. So Purdy didn't goddamn OD. Tina's pregnant by Lord knows who. And we just like, fuck it, man. We just here. So now, back at the house, this Purdy story is irrelevant because we only got 3 episodes. We know that music ain't gonna take off. Meech shows up. What are you doing? Who said you can come and crash my place, Terry? I said, damn, Meech, what is Loco doing here? And then we get another knock. And no one picked Nikki up from the airport. Nikki had to get in the cab from the airport all the way to Meech's house. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? How you leave little Nikki at the airport with, let's just say, $100,000? So they get there and she's like, Terry, you're in a gambling net? Huh, I hate you. He said, then Meech gonna say, you put our little sister in jeopardy? Nigga, you gave her a stolen car, nigga. She went to jail because of you, Meech. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? I would have slapped the hell out of Meech. Nigga talking to me about I put my sister in danger. Nigga, you got motherfucking Nikki arrested and pregnant. If you didn't give her the car, Breeze wouldn't have been fucking her in the back seat, nigga. All of this is your fault, Meechy. And then everybody was like, yeah, you kind of right on that, Terry. This is Meechy's fault. So they all going back and forth. Nikki mad. Terry leaves with Markeisha's ass. You need to go put a bullet in the back of her head. Get her out of here. Then Meech goes and talks to Loco because they making pancakes in the morning like shit sweet. Ain't nobody moving no bricks. Meechy talking about what's going on, Loco. No problema, because they done took out Jay Push. Well, Kia did. It was kind of stupid. Well, Kia didn't take out Jay Push. Jimmy got shot by what's the name? His cousin. He got shot by the cousin because Kia's ass. Kia went over there. She set up that meeting. Remember at the hospital, Meech's like, man, I'm with you, man. So Kia goes over there and meets with Jimmy. She pulls a gun out and don't do no shooting. This nigga, she talking about, yeah, you right, Push. You did do a lot for me. So she put the gun down. Push slaps the hell out of her, puts her on the table, takes the gun, put it to her head. Meech comes in with a gun. Push, it ain't gotta be like that. He said, I'll shoot this bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? His brother, his cousin, who gives a shit, man? This shit is stupid. I don't know who oh yeah, he did say mom. I thought he said grandma. So he did say mom. That's my bad. But man, so Kia comes over there. She pulls a gun out. You shot my sister. She shouldn't have been at the wrong place at the wrong time. I was like, what the, who wrote this? Matter of fact, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. Meech comes in here. It ain't gotta be like that, Push. He's like, oh, it got to. You think I won't smoke her and then smoke you too? I'm like, oh my, pow! And then the brothers shoot him. I'm like, oh shit. I thought Meech was gonna do it. We knew Kia wasn't gonna stand on business. So they didn't kill Jay Push. He talking about, man, what am I gonna tell mom? Yeah, you gonna tell her this nigga gone. You just gotta tell her he ran away, man. He got low. I would have took the necklace though, at least. Oh, we had 100. So yeah, now Push is gone. Now all the beef is squashed. No problema. No problemo. It's all to the bueno. You know what I mean? But now we got an issue with the rival cartel. And what we're gonna do? Put Meech on it? Meech is the last nigga we need to have going against a cartel, man. We done already seen these niggas potentially shoot it out with the federales. But I'm thinking next week it's not gonna be the federales. It's probably gonna be like a bunch of cars pulling up and they know Loco or something, or like the boss. But we did find out, I mean, we already knew that Loco ain't the top boss. The big boss is in California, El Jefe. Don Julio de Jesus El Jefe. That's my name. But we know that El Jefe out in California, yeah, Meech got to connect out there. But the Moors, we squashed the beef in St. Louis. Kid and took that over. Mi Amiga, El Trusto, 100%. So we good with that. And then what else happened in that episode? Man, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, Lucille was throwing that thing around to try to get what's the name? But then we see Brian. So Brian's been talking to old boy at the Red Dogs. And they've been following Laz. So it looks like Brian was really, I don't know if he was staking out for fucking a week or something, but he was outside of Laz's house. He said, no one spend that much time with their grandma unless there's something hidden in there. I'm like, oh my God. But anyway, I did like the raid. So they in there and they watching Martin. Grandma watching Martin. She said, hey, honey, Laz, she in here with that wig on, Shanae. No, wait. Yeah, Shanae. He said, what kind of weed she got on, Grandma? Boom! Get your bitch ass on the ground. So Laz tried to run. Police at the front door. I'm running at the back door. So he tried to run out the back door. But before he can get out the back door, somehow Detective Brian was in the dining room. Picked this little nigga up, and he slammed the hell out of Bobby Brown. I said, what the hell did Bobby Brown do? Bobby Brown ain't did nothing to nobody. And they slammed Bobby. I know Grandma's like, nigga, that's my good table, nigga. That's my table. He slammed Bobby Brown through the table. I said, oh shit, his back is broke. So they pick him up. He like, I ain't even do nothing. The girl said, oh yeah, we're gonna have a good time searching this house. He said, fuck you, bitch. Brian said, yeah, you're going down, buddy. So they take Laz's little ass. I'm like, damn, look at Bobby Brown, man. This nigga done really got into the coke game. So Bobby Brown in the police station. And Brian was like, look, this is what we gonna do, nigga. I'm gonna hit your ass with the book. And I'm gonna give your grandma old ass a motherfucking conspiracy and distribution. Because they put 2 bricks on the table. So he like, oh shit, let me get a notepad. So this nigga didn't even hesitate. This nigga said, let me get a notepad, nigga. I'm gonna tell you exactly where the dope is. I'm gonna tell you where the dope is, where the money is, nigga. I ain't no snitch. Everybody say they ain't no snitch until that motherfucking brick is laid out in front of you. Like, God damn it, all right, yeah, you right. All right, I ain't gonna snitch. But what I will do is give you some information. You know what I mean? Because, you know, niggas play the rules a little bit differently. I ain't gonna take the stand, but I'll give you some information. Or I ain't gonna tell on my niggas, but I'll tell on some other niggas. Look, anything, it don't matter. If you tell the police anything, snitching ain't gotta be telling on the nigga you did a crime with. If I know you committed a crime and I'm telling you, I'm snitching. That's just it, man. It just doesn't matter. It don't matter if it's against somebody else. If you're doing it, you're doing it. But it's 2025. No one cares anymore. You can be the biggest snitch in the world, and guess what? No one gives a shit. Because I sure the hell don't care. You didn't snitch on me, and I ain't doing nothing illegal for you to snitch on, so I don't give a fuck who you're telling on. Just when you get that, when you win that money, when you get that snitching money, when you come around, nigga, hey, this meal is paid for by you, nigga. These drinks is paid for by you. But anyway, Laz get in there, he get that notebook because he didn't want his grandma to do no time. Me personally, I'm blaming it all on grandma. Y'all can call me fucked up, but hey, grandma, you lived your life. I gotta live mine. I'm them grandma's bricks. First of all, them grandma's bricks. Yeah, grandma. This is grandma's necklace that I'm wearing. That car, that Honda, that souped up Honda, that's grandma's. All that's grandma's. That shit ain't mine. That ain't mine. I'm blaming everything on grandma. And then I'm just not gonna go see grandma no more. When they get grandma that 30-year sentence, I'm just not gonna come and visit her. I'm just gonna go back to the house and live in the house. Sorry, Grandma, I don't know what happened. Nah, Grandma seemed like she guilty. Grandma in there watching Martin, so you know she breaking down bricks. I'm telling Brian straight up, look, Meech and my grandma got something going on. I came down here to help her, but it looks like she's fully functional. You know, I'm getting second contact. I mean, yeah, I'm getting secondary high. Grandma be doing bumps all the time. There's this artist named Purdy. You heard of Purdy? She got a song. It was supposed to be on the radio, but I don't think they played her shit. But yeah, it's supposed to be a song on the radio. But, you know, Grandma and Meech, I don't know what they got going on. Grandma, that shit pure too. Taste that shit, Brian. Yeah, I'm telling on Grandma. I'm putting everything on Grandma. I'm putting everything on Grandma. You feel me? I think I'm in France now. Did I already cross the border? Yeah, man. So Laz is in there telling. See, I hate this, man. You gotta get on here out of the Autobahn. Ah. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna hit the outlets though, since I'm out this way. But yeah, man, I mean that's pretty much the episode, man. I don't know, man. It's getting tough, man. We got 3 episodes left, and I don't think we've actually learned anything, man, to be honest. When we think BMF, we thinking blowing money. We thinking Black Mafia family. Right now, we just looking at the Flannery affair, man. Ain't shit cracking. The A ain't jumping like it used to. Niggas is at war. Well, there ain't no war no more. It's peace. So I guess these last 3 episodes, I guess we're gonna get. Well, it won't really be a time jump because from the trailer, we still see Laz in the police station. I don't think they ever gonna show Jeezy because they going this route with the girl. So I think they just gonna do the girl and end the season. But they might come back with, to be honest, they might come back with a season 5 on a different network where they jump forward with the other 2 actors. I don't know, man. I don't know how they could do this, but man, Blue Da Vinci ain't gonna be in there, man. You know, 50 don't. After Blue Da Vinci was talking that shit, 50 ain't about to put that nigga in there, man. Hey, that motherfucker cool though, ain't it? I don't know, man. BMF, I'm gonna do some videos for it this week. I got some shorts going up. I'm gonna still be doing articles. I don't know, man. It seems like it's about to be a boring ass summer. Of course, I'm not doing anything with Stranger Things. F Netflix. I'm just talking shit. I'll probably cover. There is a show on there that's supposed to be coming up that I'll probably do a series on. But BMF, that's it, really, man. That's really all there is to it, man. Ain't shit really cracking off. You know what I mean? We ain't really seeing nothing too major. Boone still got to come back. We got to figure out what happened with Boone. Yeah, they about to have Marquisha. Damn, it's dropping all the way down to 60 out here. 50? Jeez Louise. 40. And that's the thing. Like, I ain't drove over here. I'm in France now, guys. But I don't know where none of they speed traps are. So I gotta definitely be paying attention to the damn speed limit. Yeah, I'm in old France now, but shit, they got the speed limit down to 50 kilometers, man. It's slow as hell. 50 by like 35 miles per hour. And we on the highway too. What up, RC? Let me turn this off. I'm going past the police station. And they got a whole checkpoint over that bitch. So like right when you come into all right, yeah, we just crossed France right now. Right when you come over here, they got the whole police, they got a whole checkpoint over there. Damn, what the hell they got going on? Oh man, I gotta come through this motherfucker tomorrow. I'm glad, man. I'm glad I bought my passport. At first, I think I'm just gonna go over there. I got my ID. I'll be good. But fuck it, I got my. Hey man, what y'all think about old boy, man, at the welfare office? Okay, at first she had a man at the house. Now Lucille then came up there with the cleavage out, talking about I got a kid and a grandbaby. He said you ain't. Hey, can y'all hear me? Yeah, my bad, man. Like once we crossed the border, my plan had to connect to the damn France telecommunications. Yeah, man, it was just reconnected, man, because it switched over from Germany to damn France, man. That's on me, man. That's on me. It's taking forever to connect, though. I thought the police hit me with that wham bam. All right, so definitely gonna have to pay attention. I don't know where the fuck I'm at right now. Oh, they got a Burger King right here too. They say less. Yeah, that's all it was doing was spending on mine too, and I was just cruising because. So whenever, like, I got T-Mobile, so I got an international plan. But whatever country I'm in, I get 15 gigs of data. Cause I had to upgrade my shit. I get 15 gigs of data. And every time you go into a new country, it's got to reconnect. That's what I was waiting on, the damn text message to come through. And that shit came through and it finally connected. Basic fit gym. You could definitely tell the difference between France and Germany. We out here, guys. We are around here. They got kebab tacos. But yeah, I mean, Lucille, she got the shit. That's why she was so happy to get Charles out the house. Remember, Charles like, I'm gonna go to Atlanta for music, man, and get my groove back. She's like, oh yeah, go do that. Go do that. Go be with the boys, man. It's gonna be good for you. You got your spirit back. She just don't want that nigga to delete himself in the house. That's all that is. Jeez Louise, they got more roundabouts than us. One thing I hate though, when I'm driving somewhere and I don't know where I'm going, and the people behind me are going the same place that I'm going, and I don't know where I'm going. They following me, and I'm driving slow. Like, hold on, let me make sure my GPS is correct. Yeah, the pastors are supposed to get their house paid for. And pastors supposed to be, but they were talking to Lucille about tithing. Like, I'm not tithing. What am I tithing for? I'm the pastor. All the money from the tithes come to me. And me count them bucks. Big bucks, no whammy. All right, yeah, we coming up on the spot, man. But yeah, you know, I might start doing this more often, especially headed to the airport. I got like an hour drive to the airport, so. What is this, the street here? Jesus, please, what is this shit? But, oh yeah, all that money tax free coming from the church. But yeah, I made it to where I got to get to, guys. A little hour drive, you know. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll probably do, yeah, I'll probably start doing lives like this, where I just give like a recap of my thoughts while we're doing it. Cause I don't know, man, that shit just ain't hitting like it was the first season. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I really don't know how the hell Lucille is that damn broke, man. Like, yeah, well, Lucille maxed out her credit card, maxed out little Nikki's credit card. Like, Lucille is, I don't know, man. Lucille is irresponsible as an adult, as a mother, as a pastor. Yeah, Lucille do have a gambling problem. Betting on herself. Yeah, and that's the thing. We got B, Mickey, and Lamar. Unless next week it looks like we're going to see the Red Dogs, a lot of stuff in Atlanta. So I don't know when we're going to get back to B, Mickey, and them, because they in Detroit. You see what I'm saying? We got 3 episodes left. How are we going to do this? Yeah, Lucille be shopping. Yeah, and then Charles, he just fucking, man, it's all over the place, man. I think the problem was they was giving us too many storylines. We probably didn't need the individual Flannery family. We should have just been Meech and Terry, and then we'll get like a little bit of stories on the side. It shouldn't be focusing too much on Nikki being pregnant, Lucille being a pastor, Charles going on the road. We don't really need all of that. You can mention that, but let's keep the show going and let's start moving some bricks. Don't make me start doing like we did on Ghost, where I start going back and figuring out how much money we've been making and how much dope, because we haven't sold any dope. Remember, Jay pushed all the dope, and then whatever was left is what they got. That's why Terry was out, and then Meech, he didn't have any work in Atlanta because they moved the hub to St. Louis. That's why he was trying to squash the beef. So no one was really making money. It just flying back and forth. Terry in Atlanta, Terry in Detroit, Meech in Detroit, Meech in Atlanta, Meech in St. Louis, Meech in Detroit. That's all it is, just hopping around, but no one's doing anything. It's just a lot of bullshit. We just all over the place. You know, I feel like I'm still in the States, though. You gotta watch out. But they ain't got no guns over here, so I ain't gotta worry about nobody walking down on me. You know what I mean? Yeah, we don't need to be in Mexico no more. After this police shootout or whatever it was, we don't need to be down there no more. It ain't necessary. So how did I get down there? But let me go ahead and end this, guys. We got an hour in. That's BMF episode 7. Yeah, BMF episode 7. I'm in France for the evening, and then I'll be back on the German side. I might go to this little event during the daytime tomorrow, but I don't know, because I'm gonna hit the outlet in the morning, try to get me some shoes and shit. I do need me some new Air Maxes or something. You know, I need me some new walking shoes. The Mexican story, the Mexico storyline is pointless. We haven't done anything in Mexico. We ate rattlesnakes. We ran into a voodoo doctor. We got into a shootout with another cartel, and now we beefing with another, the federales. We're not doing anything in Mexico. It's just to make that one episode, show us everything. This is what happened in Mexico. 7 months later after that, 6 months later after that. Just show all of that in one episode and throw it away. What are we doing? This is all your fault, Terry. Hey, Loco, we got fucking company. Like, nigga. Loco's like, get the guns, get the choppers. I'm like, hey, what the fuck, man? You want me to believe that Meech and Terry scary ass had a shootout with the fucking federales? That's what you want me to believe? Look at his face. You want me to believe that? I ain't believing that. This is BMF. What else are we waiting on? When we watch BMF, we ain't watching BMF for fucking little Nikki's pregnancy. We watching BMF to see BMF. The music ain't jumping off. Nah, these ain't flashbacks, man. I mean, I know they are flashbacks and it's showing what was going on, but man, nah, this shit, it's got to stop at some point. It's got to stop at some point. But let me go ahead and end this. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. This is BMF episode 7. I'm gonna try to do this more often, especially if I'm traveling on Fridays and I can't do a live. I'll just do it on the way to the airport. But it'll pretty much just be a recap of the episode with my thoughts in between. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Modi. I appreciate you guys, and we're gonna get back to these daily uploads. And I got things to do. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. I'm out.